Today is not just another day, it's new opportunity, new chance, new beginning, first day of your MBA. Embrace it. For this journey, we will nurture your career path. I welcome you all on this bright morning for the inauguration of 2021 batch of MBA. The world is recovering from the pandemic. All of us are in this together. And the day is not far when we get back to meeting each other in person. Till then, let's all meet each other through this technology-enabled space. Hope all of you have vaccinated, taking all the necessary precautionary measures. This is a new normal. Let me begin by welcoming our chief guest, Mr. Chandru Carlo, MD, TTK Prestige. We also have been joined by Dr. Devanand Mahadev, MD, New Economy Strategies. On the days, we have joined by Dr. Manish Kotari, Managing Director, ISBR Business School, Dr. Y. Lakshman Kumar, Director, Academics and Research, Dr. B.S. Patil, Registrar, ISBR Business School, and Dr. Lakshmi K.S., Principal, ISBR College. I once again welcome you all to the inauguration of 2021 batch of MBA. Let us begin by evoking the blessing of Almighty. Please welcome Ms. Priyanka Hegde, our senior student, for the invocation song. Thank you, Priyanka. It is a part of our tradition to light a lamp first before starting any auspicious event. Lead symbolizes the absence of darkness, grief and unhappiness. Flame symbolizes the wisdom and knowledge. A lamp teaches you to upright, to rise, to dispel darkness. Hence, light is worshipped as Lord Himself. Just as light removes darkness, knowledge shuns ignorance, and knowledge is a lasting inner wealth through which all our outer achievements are made complete. Therefore, let us light the lamp in relevance to the greatest form of wealth, knowledge. I request all the distinguished guests on the dais to step forward and light the lamp. A single lamp can light hundreds more. Similarly, one person equipped with knowledge can fill the minds of many more, each of whom in turn can bring light into many more lives. I am sure all of you must be eagerly waiting to come to campus to begin this new journey. Here we present to you a glimpse of life that awaits you at ISBR. I am sure you had glimpse of life that awaits you at ISBR. The essence of great leadership is influence and not authority. And this what defines our director, Dr. Y. Lakshman Kumar, a charismatic leader with 3 decades of industry and academic experience. I invite Dr. Y. Lakshman Kumar, Director, Academics and Research, for welcome address.
Congratulations, my dear student friends, and welcome to ISBR family. I deem it a privilege and honor to welcome the chief guest for the day, Sri Chandru Carlo, the Managing Director from TTK Prestige, the most accomplished person in the FMCG industry with more than 40 years of industry experience. Sir, we are honored. I also take this opportunity to welcome Sri Devanand Mahadev, a management consultant, trainer, strategist, innovator from the Hague, Netherlands. And it's our pleasure to host you on this morning virtually, sir. We are honored. And also it's my pleasure to introduce pro-edupreneur and Managing Director of ISBR Group of Institutions, Sri Dr. Manish Kotari, for this inauguration program. As an young institute, ISBR has been consistently graded as AICTE CII Platinum category institute for the last 5 years. It's because of its people. I would like to welcome our governing council members, our academic council members, senior directors, faculty, visiting faculty, trainers, staff in our midst. Thank you, my dear team members, to be here in this morning. I would like to thank our students, alumni, parents, and members from the media who gathered virtually. As a customary, I would like to introduce my team members to each one of you on this occasion because Team ISBR has a cumulative experience of more than 800 years. To begin with, the security people who protects the campus around the clock, 365 days in a year. Yes, Mr. Reddy, Mr. Pawan, Mr. Vikas. Then I would like to introduce my housekeeping staff who keeps the campus spick and span. Miss Lakshmi, Miss Bandamma, Miss Muniratna, Miss Sridevi, Miss Nagamani, and Mr. Chandrakant, and Giriyappa, our gardener. Our supporting staff, I would like to introduce Mr. Teju, Mr. Deepu, Mr. Abhishek, Mr. Imdad. I would like to introduce our front desk, Miss Lucy, who greets each one of us in the morning with a smiling face. And I would like to introduce our campus manager, Mr. Gopi, who takes care of the entire facilities of the campus. You know one good thing? Right from the first batch till date, he can identify any student with his name and call with his name. That is his perfection. Then I would like to introduce our examination department, Mr. Narsaya Garu, Mr. Shekhar, Mr. Razu, and Mr. Kumar. And our IT support infrastructure is being maintained by Mr. Nasir and Mr. Divin. And our placements are being headed by our placements head Amina and Miss Sweta and Mr. Vignesh. I would like to welcome our research center, Sri Shankara Gowda, library, Jairaj, accounts, Mr. Rahul, under the dynamic leadership of our Lalit, who is a chartered accountant. Our HR department is being maintained and managed by Ms. Joshmi, and our international efforts are spearheaded by Mr. Kiran Bindu and assisted by Mr. Shashin, who is in charge for the international relations. I would like to introduce you our executive education head, Dr. Neela Chotai, and executive education coordinator is Ms. Akita. Academic coordinators are Ms. Punita and Ms. Navita. Our research associates are Ms. Medha, Mr. Madan Gowda, Ms. Suji Ragapriya, Ms. Nivedita. Our director admissions, you must be knowing, yes, under the dynamic leadership of Ms. Kavita, and her team comprises of Ms. Soumya, Ms. Roma, Ms. Sheba, Mr. Karthik Nag, Ms. Sushmita, and Ms. Malani. And I would like to introduce our registrar, Balagowda Patil, and our Associate Professor Dr. S. Kanakaraj, Professor and HOD HR is Dr. Savitri, Professor HOD Marketing, Dr. K.S. Lakshmi, Associate Professor and HOD IT, Dr. Raghavi Bhujang, Associate Professor and HOD Business Analytics is Dr. Sheetal Mahedar, and Associate Professor HOD and Operations and Supply Chain, Dr. Uday Shankar, Associate Professor HR, General Management and Deputy Director for Research Center, Dr. John C. Rani, Assistant Professor and Program Manager for MBA is Ms. Veena Shanai, Head Training and Transformation, Mr. Suresh Razu, Professor for Quantitative Techniques and Statistics, Professor V.V. Rao, Assistant Professor, Professor Prija Sridhar, Associate Professor Dr. Karpagam, Assistant Professor Finance, Ms. Usha, Assistant Professor HOD Finance and Area Chair Placements, Professor Amit Kanchan Baras, Associate Professor Marketing HR is Dr. Guru Basava Arajya, Head Healthcare Programs, Dr. Veena, Assistant Professor Rana, Assistant Professor Priyanka, Assistant Professor Prashant Mustagi, Professor Ayush Saxena, Assistant Professor Professor Satyakiran, and 11th on the Masters is Mr. Samir Mathur, Mr. Raghavendra Rao, Mr. H.N. Srinivas, Mr. Vedam Jaishankar, Mr. Prakash Balavadi, and Mr. Bhaskar Kalale. Ms. Arundhati Rao, and industry experts include Mr. Venugopal Bagadi and Dr. Vasant Kiran and Dr. Shivananda R. Koteswar. So this is the theme of ISBR, my dear student friends. The 2-year MBA program is designed in such a way it will be a continuous learning for experience for the next 2 years. We at ISBR believes that knowledge creation and knowledge dissemination will be the only way to develop the future management graduates for global community. The 2-year journey includes, already some of you might have undergone the pre-masters program, and which follows up by the orientation program. And apart from the rigorous academic program, you will all will be offered a plethora of certification courses from which you can choose and pursue your certification programs. Learn from the masters, which is a unique, gives you hands-on experience with industry experience and a certificate. And the live projects will be providing an opportunity to apply the concepts you learned inside the classroom. Mentoring, which will be happening right from the day one of your joining, which will be of 2 levels. One will be from the internal faculty level, and the second one is corporate mentorship. Again, it is a unique to ISBR. This runs for about 6 months. International exposure for those students who opted for international programs, sea talks, guest lectures, seminars, panel discussions, grassroots rural immersion program. That's what we'll be calling as GRIP, and committees and student clubs. All these things will be assuring you 3 E's. That is, they are all engaging you, they will be providing you experiential learning, and also you will be enjoying in learning every moment at ISBR. My dear student friends, in the next 2 years, you will be mastering AI, BI, CQ, DI, and EI. Now you may be wondering, what are all these? AI is acquired intelligence in the various areas of management concepts. And this helps you in learning the BI, because as you apply these concepts to business, and you will be acquired with BI, that is what is called it as business intelligence. Now once you acquire AI and BI, this will be also helping you to improve your curiosity coefficient, because as you will be keep on learning and understanding how to question the business practices, and this helps you to develop the CQ, that is curiosity coefficient. And all this for the last 2.5 years, we are all seeing that is because of the pandemic, we are all getting acquainted with digital usage in our day-to-day life. So in the next 2 years' time, you will be acquainted and develop the digital intelligence that is required for the business management. All these things will be leading to you EI, that is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is nothing but knowing about self, that is understanding self, the strengths and weaknesses, and also limitations of yours, so that to have a better self-control. Please remember, my dear friends, before bunking any class, your parents are spending huge amount, that is, which you are working out approximately 3,000 per day. Make maximum use of this money that is being spent by your parents. Don't burn their money because you don't have any right. You need to create value for the rupee which they are paying. My dear parents, it is our assurance to say that your words are our words, as you have taken the decision of admitting your students into ISBR family. It is our assurance. Yes, you can rest assured, your words are our words. Students from more than 21 states and different academic backgrounds with optimal blend of gender ratio will provide a cross-cultural learning for your words. Before reaching campus, my dear student friends, please get vaccinated. I would like to end my speech here with one famous quote from our Upanishads. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Om Sahanau Bhunattu, Om Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Tejasvina Avadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Oh Lord, let both of us protect each other together. This is understanding between the student and teacher should be. May both of us enjoy together in learning. May both of us work together, and let our study be radiant, and let there not be any hatred between us. Peace, peace, peace. All the very best for the exciting journey at ISBR for the next 2 years, and let's walk together. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. I would like to request Dr. K.S. Lakshmi, Principal, ISBR College, to address the gathering.
A very warm greetings to the dignitaries who have spent their time and graced the occasion of the inaugural of the MBA program. And my dear students of the batch of 21-23, a very warm welcome to all of you. As already been told, ISBR is bestowed with the AICTE CII Platinum Category Award consistently for the last 5 years. Mainly it is attributing to all the stakeholders we are here. Now ISBR offers MBA program that is affiliated to Bangalore University. The program is for 2 years. For the purpose of the academic compliance and the other requirements, we follow the same rules that has been bestowed upon us as per the Bangalore University. Okay. Let me tell you, the 2 years what I would be explaining to you. Now, this would culminate not only in your studies, but also in the overall development. That is, what is the difference when you join a normal MBA college and what is the difference you join once you are in the ISBR fraternity. We give importance not only to your academics, your marks or your grades is not only important to us. At the same time, we ensure your placement preparedness and the life skills is what is to be taught to you. You will be having a good exposure to the placement companies. At the same time, we believe in the holistic development of the students. Okay. First of all, our internal components, though it is as per the university rules, we align it to the placement preparedness and we ensure that we give you the latest snapshot of the outside industry and what are the expectations of the industry. Suppose I am taking marketing. There is a role of a brand specialist. I would be aligning my assignments and the other components in line to the role. We have been doing consistently for the previous batches and the current batch also. Leaving the academics apart, we have other co-curricular activities that will enhance your placeability skills. For example, when we organize a program called the Best Marketing Manager, I myself was the organizer or the convener for the program. What happens is that apart from you might be very good in studies. What is happening? Your negotiation skill, your coordination skill, your team building skill, all this is a living proof as to how you are coordinating. We have had enough students, MBA students, yes, who have been doing exceedingly well, not only in the studies. You might be knowing your super senior Shraddha Pandey has already written a book on digital marketing, and Nidhi Tiwari, just to mention 2-3 names, is in all-round development. It is not only pertaining to the academics. Ultimately, this will help you to face the corporate world and the world in general. You would be taught how to adapt. Okay. Apart from that, we are having a strict mentoring process. Now, in mentoring, what do we do is that there are certain levels of the mentoring wherein the students are supposed to either do a review of a movie or a book, or prepare their resume, or develop their communication skill, have a group discussion, have a live project or a seminar, identify what are the gaps that they have so that they can be placement ready. And we work on it. This will not be a last minute process. Right from the day one you are entering here, the mentoring process already starts off. 2 mentorship events, and this will go just like any other academic event with the same vigor. They have been done, and the prizes have been given and the accolades have been given for the same. Now, what is the benefit of this is that now itself we will know where you stand as far as your academics is concerned. As far as suppose you are not good in resume building, we are having a thorough workshop or a continuous process, that is, even corporates are being in this process. Your seniors are aligned to certain corporates and they have frequent meetings and how to increase the knowledge, how to reduce the gap in the knowledge, and how to be placement ready in that particular domain. Okay. Now, this is one very important program that is going on as far as the out of the curriculum is concerned. Apart from that, we have a very strong research orientation. That is, anybody who is interested in research, we have very, very efficient, very noteworthy faculty who will be not only teaching you and who have their own presence in research. Okay, research enables you to have a snapshot of the outside industry and how it is. This research orientation is helping you to go beyond the textbooks, to go beyond the curriculum. If you see the MBA syllabus book itself, they give you many books that are, or many websites that are beyond just the prescribed readings, and what you should have is an enhanced reading. Okay, you can take part in students contest, you can take part in intercollegiates. Okay, our students have won contests in who will put the best business plan. Twice we have won, and that too in reputed colleges. So what is happening is we are totally into a practical way of teaching, and so that once you go outside, applying the same in whichever is the role will not be a problem for you, because you have already had a simulation of what is expected from the role for which you are applying. And we have a placement training also, which will ensure that in the areas of your domain, whatever you have chosen, you will be getting enough inputs. Not only that, the general placement training about your personality development, your skill development, building a resume. In fact, we have 2 sessions on how to build a video resume. Some companies are asking for this also. Generally and subject-oriented placement training also assumes importance here. At this juncture, while I am welcoming, I would like to tell what is expected of all the faculty who are here, including me, because I also will be teaching you. Now, this is not a one-way process. This has to be a two-way process wherein we require the response to whatever is the programs that we are giving, whether it is classes, your attendance or your compliance to the classes, compliance to the components or assignments or whatever is given, compliance to the mentoring sessions, okay, and your involvement in the co-curricular and the extracurricular activities, okay, is what is minimum expected. Anybody who is interested, your seniors by themselves will be telling you. The faculty are encouraging and they bring out the best of the college. Your senior has won an award directly from the Youth Entrepreneur Award from the Karnataka government itself. We are ready, we are open, we will make sure that you excel in academics, and at the same time, we bring out a holistic development of yours. Okay? So, hope to see you in these 2 years as a wholesome, grown, overall developed individual, a good human being, a good citizen, and then a good worker or a manager, whoever we want. We want you to excel not only in your corporate but in your life roles also. Okay? So, we hope these 2 years will be utilized by both of us, by you and us, in a very fruitful way in order to achieve your goal, whatever you have come for. Happy 2 years, happy learning. Our director has given the famous verse from Taittiriya Upanishad, which tells or enthralls about the teacher-student relationship. Let us bring a fruitful association and let the studies bring out enlightenment and does not spread hatred or hostility from the others. Happy 2 years, a warm welcome, and I once again congratulate all the parents, the students who are here for choosing ISBR for the further MBA courses. Warm wishes once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us take this privilege to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Chandru Karlu, MD TTK Prestige.
Mr. Chandru Kalro, Managing Director, TTK Prestige. He's the man who has transformed the kitchen into a place where love, emotions, and conversations are nourished. Mr. Chandru began his journey in March 1986 with BPL Limited, Chennai, in the sales department to handle products such as test and measuring instruments, office automation, and telecom products. Within 4 years, Mr. Chandru got promoted to the head office in the marketing department for instrumentation products for cardiac care. In 1993, Mr. Chandru Kalro joined TTK Prestige as product manager. His dedication and work excellence was noticed very soon, and he was promoted as general manager for marketing. Mr. Chandru is leading the sales and marketing of all Prestige products, which is a very wide range of kitchenware. He was instrumental in creating a solid distribution network for TTK Prestige Limited. ISBR takes immense pleasure in welcoming you, sir.
Now, I invite Mr. Chandru Karlu to address the gathering. Our chief guest has joined us. I request Mr. Chandru Karlu, MD TTK Prestige.
Well, thank you and good afternoon, everybody. It's an honor to be here. My greetings to all the dignitaries present there at the dais and the principal, and thanks for everything. I don't even know whether I deserve to be here, but nevertheless, I am here. So I would welcome all the new students. You all are starting a new chapter in your life, which I think is one of the most important chapters. I think I will spend the next 10-12 minutes to tell you a little bit about what I think I have learned in my career. Things have been changing. I mean, if there is one generation which has seen a lot of change, I think it is ours. We are from a generation, or I am from a generation where we came when there was no television, when radios needed a license, when telephones were rotary dialers, and not many people had telephones. Television came after that, and then there has been, then the internet hit us. And ever since the internet has hit us, you know, the pace of change has been phenomenal. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal, the amount of change that we've seen in the last 10 years, for example. There is a reason why I'm telling you that, because the pace of change, if anything, has only increased. The COVID pandemic has enhanced that pace even further. And the amount of change that we are seeing in the way we are working, the way you are going to be working. I mean, the principal very kindly said that she looked forward to seeing you all in the campus. But then your course is starting anyway, whether you're in campus or not. So these are things that have changed. And in this changed world, and I have had a lot of time in my hands in the last 15 months, because work from home means there is no commute. That releases a lot of time. That there are a lot of things that we have to remember as we come into the future, or as you come into the future. My career is almost played out. And I'm going to just narrate those 10 points to you that I would like you to remember. And hopefully it will be of some use to you. In all humility, I present my experience to you. The first thing that I'd like you to remember is that in today's world, in the world that you're going to come into working, hard work is hygiene. So if you're going to be saying that I'm working very hard and therefore I need to be rewarded, well, you probably will keep your job. But hard work is hygiene. Everyone has to work hard. They won't have a job if they don't. But smart work will be essential for growth. And this is something that you have to remember all the time. You know, in the next few years, the next few 10 years or 15 years, you're going to see probably a third of all jobs vanish. And that is also going to mean that there are many more jobs that are going to be created. Question is, are we going to be prepared for those jobs? Are we going to be eligible for those jobs? And can we do those jobs? Smart work, therefore, is essential for growth and essential for relevance. The next thing that I would say is your attitude is definitive of your future. The attitude with which you will do your course, the attitude with which you will approach whatever career you choose, will determine your future. It's a very, how shall I say, a very obvious thing. But when I say attitude, for example, what I mean is, if you're going to be conservative, if you're going to be increment, if you're going to be, just like everybody else, you are going to breed mediocrity. So conservatism actually breeds mediocrity. You have to think out of the box. So it's something that you must remember, that if you do what everyone else does, there is no difference between you and the others. And it's a hard world out there. Therefore, you will have to foster innovation in your thinking. When I say you have to foster innovation in your thinking, you will have to necessarily find all the ways of doing the same thing. There has to be a lot of research and application in whatever you do or plan to do. There are multiple ways of achieving. You will see in your course that during the case studies that you see, there is no one answer to the question that you're going to face. There are many approaches with which you can approach the same problem. But obviously the most innovative one, the most innovative way to approach that problem or case would determine the results of that action that you would take. So fostering innovation would be very critical. The new problems that we have faced, for example, the COVID itself, has provided new opportunities to several people. I mean, today, if you look at the digital economy, if you look at the direct-to-consumer business that is happening, if you look at the Zomatos, I mean, that is the biggest listing that we've had in the last 1 week in the history of this country. It has taken new opportunities to huge heights. What it's telling you is that there is an entirely new economy coming up. So you have to look at things differently when you come out of this course. And therefore, I would request you to think of yourself as a startup. You might join a startup, but today you are starting a new phase. And therefore, I would like you to think of yourself as a startup. And the lifeline of a startup is relevance. You have to solve a problem that is real, which no one else has solved. And you have to be relevant for growth. I mean, if there is no, look at the scale of things that has happened. I mean, you've seen the new sharing economy that's come about and the kind of scale that is there, the kind of number of users that are there. They may not have got a P&L that is very strong, but I think these are life-changing things that are happening out there. So there are those kind of opportunities that are available. And it's never too late. That's the other thing you must know. It's never too late for you to start anything. You all are in the early phases of your career. I keep telling myself this, that it is never too late to start anything. All I have to do is remember all the missed opportunities that were there in my career as we came along. And therefore, the other thing that I'll tell you is be an investor in your career. Be an investor and not a trader. You know, in 35 years of my work life, I have seen one job change. Just one. I know I'm sounding like a dinosaur today, but that is my career for you. I'm not sorry for it. I've done quite well. And the reason is I've invested in my career. I have not traded by changing jobs all the time. So invest in your career, don't trade. Time is the only currency you must value, not the salary you get on that day. The amount of time you have spent in the present job, remember, you're going to drop that equity and go and start all over again in your new job. If you want to count, that equity takes time to build. And therefore, you must remember that the time that you have spent is the most valuable currency you have spent in your present job. So choose your present job well, and then start investing in yourself and in that job as much as you can. Invest in your next couple of years in this course, for example. I mean, it can't be just that you are going to get a degree or a certificate that allows you to find a job. The next thing that I'd like to say is we live in a very different world today. You can sit on a dining table and 4 people are looking at their mobile phones and nobody is talking to each other. You must have seen that a lot of times. So we are connected and yet disconnected. I would request all of you to stay connected. I am still in connection with all my classmates in school and college. We are still in connection. And I'm very proud about that. I would stay connected with all my family and friends because I think it is important that in the new world that we are living in, to keep our sanity, to prevent burnouts from happening, you need to stay connected with people emotionally. Passion and emotion are required, in my opinion, to drive yourself. But, and I say this but, decision-making in your life must be dispassionate. It must stand on the merits of that time and moment that you are in. And the last thing I'll say, is be humane at all points in time. You know, the word human being is not something I want to use because there are times when I wonder whether being human is even nice. So I'm saying be humane, be humble, and stay grounded. I saw a lot of your students in this college who have done wonderfully well for themselves. It's a very proud thing to happen. And I'm sure that many of you, after you pass out of this college, will be very successful in your life. All I'm saying is, soar to the skies if you have to, but keep your feet on the ground. Because you never know. There are going to be good times and bad times. please stay good to others in your good times, so that if you have bad times, God forbid, there are people to help you. And even if they don't come and spoil things for you. Because I genuinely believe that the karma theory works. What goes around comes around. And it's important to start your life and end your life with a win-win philosophy so that you stay successful. God bless all of you. All the very best, and thanks for having me again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. It's been an immense pleasure for us at ISBR to host you today for our incoming batch of students. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. It's an honor to present to you our guest of honor, Dr. Devanand Mahadev, MD, New Economy Strategies.
Dr. Devanand Mahadev, CEO, New Economy Strategies, co-founder, Dean and Professor, UBIS University in Geneva. A person who is a global executive and versatile networker with business experience on 6 continents, more than 80 countries across industries. He is currently the CEO of New Economy Strategies, co-founder and Dean of International Business Development Academy, and Professor in International Business and Strategic Management at UBIS University in Geneva. He is the developer of various models for innovation, entrepreneurship, and internationalization strategies and speaks on conferences around the world. He is the inventor of 5 patents in the area of sustainability in chemical engineering. Through New Economy Strategies, he is consulting company and CEOs in engineering industry, food industry, and other innovative sectors. Besides, he is consultant in the area of macroeconomic development strategies, entrepreneurship, and diplomacy. Among others, his aim is to improve relations between nations through entrepreneurship and global mindset skills. ISBR takes immense pleasure in welcoming you, sir.
May I request Dr. Devanand Mahadev, MD, New Economy Strategies, to address the new batch.
Thank you. Presidium and members of the board of ISBR University, professors, lecturers, researchers, students, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar. I feel privileged and honored to be here with you today. Preferably, I would be physically present with you in the auditorium, but we know that due to COVID, this is not possible. I'm an optimistic person by nature and will not talk about COVID today, because COVID is a challenge today, it's troubling us, but tomorrow we will be able to master it. Instead, I will use this very special moment to share some of my life experiences and insights with you. As said, I've been intensively around the world and worked on 6 continents on projects in around 80 countries. My career started as an engineer, a scientist, and gradually I evolved into management consulting in various areas, including technology development, capital projects, contracting engineering, macroeconomic development, and I also visited many universities around the world as a visiting professor, as an academic partner, or as a business consultant. I have been more than 30 times to India in my life, and probably I've been to much more places or many more places in India than most of the Indians by themselves. Yet, coming to India is every time a special moment for me, since it's purposeful, it's fulfillment, it's my opportunity to express my gratitude and even to pay off my debts from the long past. Purposeful and rewarding, because each visit brings me back to this wonderful place, India, where my life journey started 148 years ago, when my ancestors left India in search for a better life. They sailed 25,000 kilometers, 3.5 months to reach the northern part of South America, a country called Suriname, and they built their new life there. In total, approximately 34,000 of our people left Hindustan by that time for Suriname. And yes, they were very poor. They had little to no perspectives in the villages of Uttar Pradesh, the villages around the city of Bihar, and they went in search of a better life on the other side of the globe. They were very poor, illiterate, but at the same time, they were quite rich when they left Hindustan. Perhaps they were not even aware of how rich they were. They were not even aware of the qualities they had in them. They were not aware of actually the contents they have. What they did is they encapsulated their culture, their Sanskriti in themselves, and this became for them a tireless engine that fired these people ahead in the new country, Suriname, where actually they had to share a society with people from different parts of the world, including Africa, China, Indonesia, Europe, and all other places. Our Bhaiyas differentiated themselves through their hardworking, their positiveness, their entrepreneurial power, but also a long-term perspective for the next generations. They themselves were illiterate. Most of them could not even read a single word, but they were fully aware of the importance of education. Personally, and with me, thousands of us have developed themselves from children working on a rice field or agricultural fields into people who are successful today as an entrepreneur, a lawyer, engineer, doctor, professors, who are successful individuals in different parts of the world. Because while farming, we were always inspired and made aware about the importance of education, and this has propelled us forward in life to come to big achievements. And this, ladies and gentlemen, as you are listening today, is the power of Indian culture. Something today that I feel personally is lacking. The sad side of today is that today, even after 148 years, still millions of Indians are leaving India in search of a better welfare in life. The truth today is that India is facing actually the same challenges that we had in the past: inequality, poverty, low welfare, corruption, abuse, discriminations. Despite all the good stories that are being told, the truth is that India is one of the poorest countries around the world. More than 17% of the world population lives in India, and the GDP share is only 3%. At the global economy and in global politics, the role of India is neglectable. Together, we have to change this. The real power of the Indian culture is not being used. And that's why you, as a student today and an executive of tomorrow, have to take the challenge to be the generation to make the difference, the generation to take India to the next level. Therefore, I would like to congratulate you all with this milestone in your life. You will become part of the ISBR University community, and I'm sure it will be the start or even the continuation of a transformative and life-changing new chapter in your life. Education is a very important part in our life for various reasons, because it teaches and prepares us for anything that is out there. I heard my previous colleagues speaking about what they will do all for you. Education helps us creating important rules and tools that we need for successful futures. It's important for you to adopt those ideas, those knowledges. Therefore, the start of a new academic year, as we are here today, should be lively, it should be energetic, it should be inspirational. And I hope that you all are here full of motivation, hopes, and dreams. Your positiveness will not only motivate you, but it will also motivate others. You will perhaps even redefine yourself. You will redefine your life. discover new passion, make new friends. But above all, I hope you will create something new, the new you, the new as a part of the vibrant multicultural learning community at ISBR University. I want you to take ownership of your life, of your mind, your education, and to become responsible for your learning. Because at the end of the day, it's not what others are doing, it's what you are doing. You are the one to take the role, the lead of your own life, to become the director of your own life. Take the journey with patience, with humility, with joy, and most of all, an eye towards the hidden story. The complexity that is deeper than your first guess, even your second guess or your third guess. This is how we develop competencies and become multidisciplined. Emphasize on your communication skills, sharing, explaining, expressing, convincing, speaking, dialogues, discussion. Enter into discussion. Express your feeling. Try to convince others about your thinking, about the way you think. Try to become more creative, to start with new things, to come with ideas that no one else has. Only if you are able to explain and transfer your thinking to a wide range of a public, your communication quality is of an adequate standard. Good writing skills is another challenge to succeed. Take ownership of your own thoughts. Take the time to think, to write a journal, to think about your thinking from multi-perspectives. This will give you metacognition. It will help you to gain deeper learning. So don't do only the needful, do much more than is required. Only then you will become creative and you will become a deeper learner and you will be able to teach tomorrow. Work on your creativity and problem skills, solving skills, both from multiple perspectives, but also from an ethical point of view. It's important that all ethical aspects are taken care by you. This is how we make a difference in the world and get involved and learn to give back to the communities that we are part from. It is the responsibility of ISBR University and actually any other university in India to groom graduates that are fully equipped to perform and compete on a global level. Technical knowledge is no longer a differentiator today. It's only an enabler. Having a global perspective is the new requirement for every executive. The world is no longer about hard working and having the lowest prices. The world is about creativity, about problem-solving skills, and about development of the best matching solutions. I'm inviting ISBR University program directors to join forces with us and integrate global mindset skills in the curricula of all students, enabling graduates to navigate smoothly around the world when dealing with executives, business partners, and other people from around the world. It will enable them to become truly global citizens and withdraw from the wisdom and cultures from the entire world. Only with advanced know-how, skills, competencies, and the right attitude, we will be able to make India a better place and avoid the need that our people have to live for better perspectives. I'm confident that here at ISBR University, you are at the right place. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience and expertise with all of us today. It's been a joy listening from you about Indian culture. Thank you, sir. It's time to start something new and trust the magic of new beginnings. I request dignitaries to come forward and officially unveil the 2021 MBA batch. Thank you all. To formally invite and pass on the legacy of ISBR to the incoming batch of 2021, I invite the representatives from the senior batch of 2020 MBA.
Hello everyone, my name is Shraddha Pandey. I am pursuing MBA from ISBR Bangalore. I have opted for marketing specialization. I still remember that day when I stepped into the door sill of ISBR Bangalore. That day was 5th August 2019. That time I was someone who had a lot of dreams but also a lot of doubts, and I feel proud sharing that I was the most active student in my MBA 2019 batch. When I say most active, I mean that whenever there was any kind of opportunities, I used to grab it without any external force. So ISBR is all about bundle of opportunities. Opportunities are there, you are there. What you need to do is to grab it without any external force. Undoubtedly, you are not grabbing it. There would be some faculty who will suggest you to grab it out. But it would be great if you are grabbing it without any external source, because when they'll get any opportunity in future, they'll recall your name that yes. So last time when there was an opportunity, the student came forward and grabbed it without an external force. Now if I talk about my position, so I am an author of 5 books, a writer for more than 20 websites, and a digital marketing specialist for around 6 companies with a monthly income of 1.5 lakh per month. So whoever I am today, I just owe it to ISBR Bangalore. So to all those students who have joined us this year, I would like to congratulate at first, because you have got such an amazing platform to shape your career in a better manner. At last, I would like to say something. Stop regretting on your yesterday. Strive for the betterment of your tomorrow. Looking forward to meet you all offline. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Girish Raj, MBA 2020 batch. I welcome you all to ISBR. I remember my first day at college, all curious and excited, and here we are today. I have learned a lot in 6 months. All classes, guest sessions, C-talks and mentoring have helped me to add a lot of value to my skill set. At ISBR, we learn a lot of things, whether it's learning from our professors or from corporate mentoring. College life experience is truly one of a kind. So enjoy your journey. Hope to see you all soon.
Hello everyone, I hope you are staying safe and doing fine. I am Rahul Agarwal, currently pursuing MBA from ISBR Business School from the batch of 2022. So, the last year had it all, right from online classes to offline classes to seminars to webinars to guest lectures to C-talks to online certification courses to competitions and plenty of competitions. We had it all. I still remember the first day of my orientation program. Yes, I was excited, but I was a bit nervous as well. After those 2.5 weeks of orientation program, A, I got to know all my faculties. B, I got to know all my friends and colleagues with whom I'll be studying. C, we had plenty of team building, individual and personality development sessions. As soon as a regular class started, we had competitions coming in. We had competitions every second or the third day of the week, and I took part in as many competitions as I could. I won some of those competitions, and I was also in the organizing team of some of those competitions as well. I also got the opportunity to host some of the eminent guest lectures that were there for our college. But the best moment for us as students came when we actually started having our classes at campus. It was surely the best feeling, because this was the first time we were seeing our faculties and our friends as we were having our classes virtually. And it was like being at home. We were having seminars in the auditorium, we were having competitions in the auditorium, we got the opportunity to network in and around college, and we had a lot of fun during those times. So this was my 1 year of experience at ISBR Business School. I hope you have the same experience as I did, and I also hope to meet you all very soon at campus. All the very best.
Hello everyone, my name is Nidhi Tiwari. Currently I am pursuing MBA at ISBR Business School. It gives me great pleasure to share my experience with you all. In this time of pandemic where whole world is suffering, we never stop learning. We have taken online classes, used an e-library, and completed many certification courses. Whether it's business analytics or corporate mentoring, journey never stops. You will enjoy being part of different clubs, and you will learn how to manage and organize different seed talks or webinars. ISBR, we learn everything by working on real-life case studies, by talking to our professors and discovering our full potential. I'm sure you will treasure the time spent at the ISBR. I wish you all the best for your journey ahead, and I'm looking forward to meet you all soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. May I request Dr. Manish Kotari, Managing Director, ISBR Business School, to release the student handbook. May I request Dr. Y. Lakshman Kumar, Director, Academics and Research, to release 360-degree U. Thank you, sir. By learning, you will teach. By teaching, you will learn. Experience is a teacher of all things. A leader takes people where they want to go, but a great leader takes people where they don't want to go, but where they ought to go. Someone who sees the dream leaves it to the reality. We are joined today by one such visionary, the mind that conceptualized the ISBR we see today. Please welcome Dr. Manish Kotari, Managing Director, ISBR Business School, for a presidential address.
Good morning, everyone. A hearty congratulations to all the students. In fact, this congratulations is for two good reasons. The first one is on selecting a good program, MBA. And the second one is on selecting a great institution, ISBR. I welcome you all on this great day and at a great time. A special thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Chandru Kalro, Managing Director of TTK Prestige, and our guest of honor, Dr. Devanand Mahadev from Netherlands, the Managing Director of New Economy Strategies. Thank you, sirs, for accepting to be our guests for the day and blessing the incoming batch of MBA at ISBR institution. It's a tradition at this institution to mention about all the pillars of success at our institution, and we would like to appreciate them, acknowledge them for their support and timely help to make things possible at our institution. The first and foremost are the industry partners. These are the people who help us stay relevant. If ISBR institution is different compared to all its other institutions, is because of the industry partners. I would also like to mention the other pillars of success, and they are our international partners. We have at present about 15 international partners across the globe who work with us. They are the ones who have added international culture and help us devise the latest practices through exchange. Our next pillars of success are our alumni. In fact, it is always said an alumni is the one who takes the institution forward and to the next level. At ISBR Business School, we are very strong with our alumni, and they make us real. They make us move forward In fact, all of you will witness the power of alumni at ISBR. We thank them for making us what we are today. I would also like to mention about the faculty and staff of this institution. In fact, once I was asked, what is different about ISBR? What is it that makes ISBR special? And I would like to mention, I told them, if ISBR is special, it's not because of all its other achievements, but it's because of its people. The people here are adorable. The people here are always there to help and guide the students. And if our balance sheet has a great asset side, it is because of the people. The most important things on our asset is the HR value and the HR system of this institution. I would also like to talk about our pillars of success, and they are the parents. They have always stood with our institute in the thick and the thins. Thank you, dear parents. Thank you all for being here. You all are the ones, the reason for success behind our students. I would also like to mention about our council and our board of advisors. They have always made it a point to see that they guide us in the right direction and in the right space with the right spirit. Thank you all. Thank you to the pillars of success of this institute. Dear students and dear parents, on this great day, I would like to talk about the success square for your wards, the success square for the students. For you to take the complete advantage of being in such a great institution, for you to see that you enjoy your 2 years of time, and for you to see that you make a complete 360-degree use of your time at this institution, you should know about the success square. This success square comprises of K, S, A and H. What is this K, S, A and H? K stands for knowledge. S stands for skills. A stands for attitude. And H stands for health. The moment you know the importance of this success square, the moment you inculcate this in your life and in your 2 years at ISBR, let me tell you, you'll enjoy your journey and the outcome will be great, measurable and desirable. K is knowledge. In fact, this happens to be the first pillar of success. You are going to acquire your knowledge through your faculty, through your textbooks, and through your time at this institution. If you do not have the real knowledge, you will not be able to progress in life. In fact, it is said that you may acquire as much wealth as possible, but the moment you acquire knowledge, it's the biggest wealth you have acquired. So my friends, look into the first K of life, and that is knowledge. Knowledge would be acquired by reading, by studying, by spending time, and by observation. The second pillar of success is S. S is skills. The moment you put your knowledge that you have acquired into practice, it is skills. That defines you. Someone may have the best of the knowledge on how to repair something, but the moment he do not have the skills on how to do it, he fails. And this can only come by practice. So my students, all that you learn in this institution and in this life, unless you practice, you do not acquire the skills. At ISBR, you are going to get varieties of opportunities to acquire the skills. You are going to work with industries. You are going to have your faculty mentors. You are going to have your corporate mentors. You are going to have your life projects. You are going to have your case studies. You are going to have more of interactions. Now these are the areas where you can acquire the skills. If I give good percentage of marks to knowledge, I give double the marks to skills. The third important point of this knowledge, of this successful square, is A. A is all about attitude. There would be people to give you knowledge. There would be people to give you skills. But what happens if you are not ready for it? But what happens if you don't have the hunger for it? And that's attitude. If you come with an attitude of saying, I know it all, let me tell you, nothing's going to get into your mind. But if you come with a hunger, with a thirst for knowledge, with an attitude that asks for more, with an attitude to learn more, then the knowledge and skills fits into your mind. As I told you, if I give some percentage of marks for knowledge, double the percentage for skills, then it is 4 times you get the percentage of marks for attitude in life. All the veterans of the industry, all the successful people, all the successful sports people, if they are what they are today, let it be either Dhirubhai Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, or you call the Tatas, or you call Virat Kohli, or you talk about MS Dhoni, you talk about Sehna, or any of such people, all have been successful because of the attitude they bring in. Your attitude is going to define you. This is the third pillar of success. The fourth pillar of success in this square is H. There was a time this whole success formula was defined as the success triangle. It was mere KSA. But the moment you have went through the time of COVIDs and these tough times, the value of H was known, and this success triangle became the success square. And the fourth one is health. Yes, my friends, it is not only your physical health but also the mental health. Are you prepared to jog? Are you prepared to walk? Are you prepared to run? Are you prepared to do yoga? Are you prepared to connect to God? Are you prepared to see that you understand who your inner self is? If yes, then you have won over the fourth one, and that is health. Health plays a very important role compared to K, S and A. If you have the real H, if you have the real health in you, your knowledge, skills and attitude can be taken care. So my dear friends, I invite you all with open hands and would ask you to be prepared to see that the knowledge, skills, attitude and health is taken care. If this package is done, no one can stop you from becoming a real success in life. We all welcome you to ISBR Business School, and I would like to tell you that all the decisions we take here in this institution is looking into you as the most important and central focus in our mind. After I spoke about the successful square, that is KSAH, I would now like to talk to you about the type of routine when you get into such a great program or an institute like ours. And this is what I do every day. First thing I do is I get up early in the morning. Is it the sun who greets me or I greet the sun is what makes a difference. I wish that our students greets the sun. You be there to welcome the sun come out. That's the difference, and that makes a huge difference. First thing, you welcome the sun. The second thing is, the moment you wake up with a sense of thankfulness. Thank the universe for giving you whatever you have got. In fact, you are a very small percentage of citizens of our country who have got to reach here. You have got to reach a stage where you are going to do your higher education. Be thankful to the universe for that. So the second thing you should be doing is, thanks the universe. Hey God, hey Lord. Whichever form of God you believe in is fine. Thank that Lord, thank that God for whatever you have got. Thank the universe for whatever you have got. And once you have done that, the next thing you should be doing is, remember your parents. If your parents are staying with you, immediately go to them, touch their feet and thank them. Ask for their blessings. And if your parents are not staying with you, imagine them. I don't know whether you realize the power of imagination. Imagination can create wonders. Imagine that your parents are staying with you, and in that imagination, touch their feet. Let me tell you, they will, wherever they are, remember and bless you for doing this. Once you have done this, the next thing you all should be doing is thanks. Do you know when do you thank people? You thank them when they have done something good to you. Have you ever thanked people even before they have done good to you? No, right? It's time to start doing that. the next thing you should be doing is, wherever you are, after you wake up, thank everyone who are going to play an important part in your life in that day. Thank God for seeing that the day has been beautiful. I know the day have not been completed, but even then, you thank God for seeing that the day was beautiful. Mark my words, you will get a beautiful day. It's only because you have thanked in advance. And that's what makes a difference. Once you have done this, that's the next thing is the most important thing in your routine. And that is, check for what did you come to this institute for? For what have you taken up this program in this institution? And the moment you know your answer of why you are at ISBR, ask yourself, am I doing the right thing to see that my goals are achieved? And if the answer is yes, progress, my friends. But if the answer is no, then there's something wrong that is happening in your routine. Start working on it. Start correcting it. See that the gap is reduced to as minimal as possible. That's where you're going to get your focus. And the moment you start focusing, your routine is right. As you move along this routine journey and you keep meeting people, see that you start appreciating them. The moment I have any of my team members who have done something wrong, I do not tell them that you have done wrong. I tell them that there is scope for improvement. And that's the attitude style that I wish you follow in your routine. Right after your whole day, when you go to bed, again, thank the world, thank the universe, and have a great gratitude for everyone who came to your life on that day and in the previous days. And thank them for making your life a great one. With this, when you go to bed, the only thing that the universe will throw upon you or shower upon you is blessings. I'm sure this routine works. It worked for me. It worked for thousands of people. It will work for you too. With these words, I thank once again everyone for making this event successful, and I appreciate the decision that you have made in your life, and I welcome you to this institution. Looking forward to seeing you in the campus. Namaste, Dhanyavad, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Suresh Raju, Head of Training and Transformation Department, to give a brief about orientation sessions.
Congratulations and welcome on board to your life at ISBR. 360-degree U, the ISBR's signature orientation program, is all about rediscovering yourself and creating a high-energy launchpad for your 2-year program here and your future and career. This energetic and engaging 4-week learning journey will focus on 3 dimensions which are critical for designing your career roadmap. They are personal excellence, professional excellence, and social excellence. In the dimension of personal excellence space, we will be having hand-picked trainers and facilitators who will work with you in molding your personality, where you will be able to connect and engage with your passion, challenge your perspectives, and continue to grow intellectually, socially, and emotionally. Apart from the industry interactions with corporate leaders in our C-Talks series, if I could give you a glimpse of the sessions that you will be engaged in, they will include Roots to Fruits by a renowned international corporate trainer, motivational speaker, and a filmmaker, Mr. Deepak Justin, whom we call fondly as DJ. He will engage you in his 6-day high energy and engaging workshop, enabling you to transform into vibrant personalities, beaming with effective communication skills, and of course, bundled with self-confidence. We have Professor Prija Sridhar, a well-acclaimed leadership coach in the corporate space with outstanding credentials. She has participated in developing facilitation workshops and delivering soft skills and leadership programs for more than 5,000 executives across different levels of management. Ms. Prija is a professor at ISBR Business School. Her program, Lead Yourself, will enable you to identify and nurture the leader within you, gain the power of communication in today's context, and will empower you on being solution-focused, build confidence, and learn strategic thinking. Then we have Ramani Venkat, Professor Ramani Venkat, who is an accomplished NLP master practitioner and trainer who has conducted workshops across Asia in mind programming and gamification. His highly engaged sessions will be intensely participative in nature, will focus on team playing, creative thinking, problem solving, and orientation to design thinking for problem solving. Then we have a Cambridge certified English language teacher to adults, which is CELTA certified from Cambridge. A person whose English teaching program has featured in BBC Learning English Teachers Room and who teaches at the prestigious British Council. We have Mr. Balaji, who will engage you in communication excellence for business. It's all about enhancing your English language proficiency. I will be personally facilitating a program, Unlock Yourself, which will be a deep experiential learning journey focusing on enhancing your self-esteem, identify your innate strengths, develop an attitude of gratitude. How do you handle fear and anxiety with tools and techniques, and of course build emotional intelligence. The situation over last 2 years have time and again reinforced the importance of health, fitness and immunity. What will be better than learning simple yet effective everyday practical yoga exercises and techniques from a professional yoga guru from the well-known S. Vyasa University. Dr. Subramaniam, who was with S. Vyasa University for over 15 years, currently a global renowned yoga master and a therapist, and also the founder director of Adhyatma Yoga in Bangalore. In the social excellence dimension, we will be hosting Ms. Chetana Kaulgi, founder Let's Tag On, and her team. Let's Tag On is a social enterprise with a mission to inspire and nurture socially responsible youth. The key objectives of the program are to develop socially conscious, responsible and engaged leaders. The following ADRP, or the Awareness, Discovery, Resolve and Path Framework, articulates the objectives very clearly. The intervention will enable the participant to think social, develop empathy, understand developmental sector, understand and appreciate global sustainable goals, and also understand the career opportunities that are available in the social development sector. We have mindfully included academic bridge program during the orientation for enabling smooth transition into management program for students who come from heterogeneous background. The purpose is to provide a clarity and a strong foundation on fundamental principles and empower you with the foundation skills on accounting, statistics and Excel. In Excel, it will also include slicing and dicing of data using Excel, navigate various tools and techniques, and make the efficient and the right choice to pick the right and effective tool. With all this, we assure you of an enriching and exciting launchpad for your 2-year journey here at ISBR, and will go a long way in building your future and career. We are all here waiting to host you and meet you in our signature program, 360-degree U. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I invite Dr. B.S. Patil, Registrar, ISBR Business School, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone gathered here. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Chandru Kalro, Managing Director, TTK Prestige. Respected Guest of Honor, Dr. Devanand Mahadev, Managing Director, New Economy Strategies, Netherlands. Our beloved Managing Director, Dr. Manish Kothari, our Director, Dr. Y. Lakshman Kumar, our most valued invited guests, all MBA students, my colleagues. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on my own behalf and also on behalf of ISBR family, extend a very hearty thanks to all for gracing this event with their kind presence and sharing their valuable time with us. A big thanks to Mr. Chandru Kalro, our chief guest, for his efforts to give a thought-provoking and inspiring speech to each one of us gathered here. Dear sir, a special thanks to you. I must also mention our deep sense of appreciation for Dr. Devanand Mahadev, a well-known Professor of Strategic Management across the globe, for his heart-touching words. Sir, thank you once again. Further, we are grateful to Dr. Manish Kothari for his constant support, encouragement, and guidance for making this event a grand success. I express our sincere thanks to Dr. Y. Lakshman Kumar, our director, for giving an excellent coverage and to the MBA students and all gathered here. Sir, my thanks to you. I also wish to express my gratitude to the admission team headed by Ms. Kavita, the administration team headed by Mr. Nasaya, for providing all their support needed for this event. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to all the support staff, especially Mr. Gopi, Mr. Nasir, the system admin, in specific for all the arrangements made for this event. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling a month back because we need to plan every small issues without forgetting execute all those plans. And therefore, I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to all those who have backed us in making this event grand success, specifically to mention Ms. Veena Shanoy, Ms. Lana Lalitan, Professor Suresh Raju, Dr. Lakshmi, and others for their wonderful support. I thank all those who directly or indirectly supported us in making this event a grand success. If I have missed any names to mention particularly, please accept my apologies for the same. Dear friends and colleagues, once again, I want to thank all those speakers, especially our chief guest and the guest of honor. It was a great pleasure to spend some valuable time with them. Finally, I congratulate all MBA students for choosing ISBR College for their MBA education. Thank you once again to all of you for your patience, for your contributions, support, and help extended to make this event a grand success. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Let us all rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Education is a passport to the future. For tomorrow begins to those who prepare for it today. With these words of Malcolm X, once again I thank you all for being here with us today. This is the beginning of your dreams. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning, for learning never ends at ISBR. See you soon.